Listen, people lie. You watching this video probably lie, and for the most part some lies are harmless, some lies do not cause too much of harm. But these lies that I'm going to be talking about, or these money myths I'm going to be talking about in this video, are lies that you've heard over and over again, lies that have the capability of affecting the way you think about money, the way you perceive money, and the way you make money. Which is not a problem if they are truths, but because they are lies, they're affecting the way you generally deal with money as an individual negatively. So in this video, I'm going to be debunking some money myths or some money lies so that you can be liberated and have a better relationship with your finances or your personal finance. So if you're interested in this information, you definitely want to stick around and watch this video. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Antwiwaa if you are new here, and if you're returning, what's up my G? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, like you have seen from the title, we are going to be talking about money lies that we have been told from as far as we can remember, and these lies are lies that I think we have to get out of our head as soon as possible so that we can become better with our personal finance or our finances in general. I strongly believe that these money myths or lies have become very limiting to some of us, the way we think about money, the way we perceive money, and the way we even see ourselves with regards to how much money we can be able to make as individuals or as young adults. So it is very, very important that we identify these myths. There are a lot of them, but in this video I'm going to be giving about 6 or 7 of them to start with. But it's very important that we identify these myths and demystify them so that we can set ourselves free from all these limiting beliefs that have been imposed on us without even us knowing. So the first one I'm going to mention is something that you've probably heard before, something that you've probably heard over and over again, and that is money is the root of all evil. Who said that? Where was that said? At which point did money become the root of all evil? I feel like this quote or whatever it is, or this myth, is something that was invented by some rich person that wanted poor people to stay poor because people don't want to be, associated with evil. So someone that is poor would decide to stay poor because rich people are probably sinners and they're going to die and go to hell, whatever. Money is not the root of all evil. If you're going back to the scripture that this entire quote was generated from, the scripture is 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, and I'm going to read it out. It says, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs." So it's not money that is the root of all evil, it's the love of money that is the root of all evil. It's the love of money that makes someone kill another person in order to make money. That is the evil. That is what it's talking about. Money is not the root of all evil. Let's get that off our head and set ourselves free. Allow ourselves to make as much money as possible because we are blessed and we are entitled to that blessing. It's okay for you to make as much money as you can, as long as you're not desiring it to the extent that is making you sin or commit evil. Okay? Myth number 2. You need money to make money. No, you don't. Yes, for some ventures, for some businesses, you may need money to start up. You may need money to, purchase some items, purchase a few things. But it is possible to make money without having money. Like, I could have knowledge of something. Say maybe in my office, I have knowledge of, say, Excel. And people in my office do not know how to operate Excel, do not know how to use Excel properly. So they come to me and I teach them for a fee. You technically are not using money to make money. It's just a skill. It's just knowledge that you have that you are swapping or using to generate money. So next time somebody tells you, or even your brain tells you, that you need money to make money, shut it up immediately and allow yourself to see yourself making money no matter what circumstances you're in, no matter how much you have in your bank account. With the right skills, with the right resources, you are capable of making money, and there are things that you can do or start without necessarily acquiring capital. The next money lie or money myth that I'm debunking in this video is the belief that you can save your way to riches or you can save your way to wealth. If you watched my last video on the Let's Talk About Money series, I'm going to link it up here. If you watched that video, I talked about the kind of returns you can make from a savings account. And if you watched the video properly, you probably learned that you're making close to nothing on savings account. Like, you're making about 2 to 3% per annum, which doesn't even begin to make up for the depreciation that is happening to your money. So the belief that you can save for years or for as long as you work in order to get rich is a horrible belief. You have to take that out of your brain and begin to learn to be wise with your money. Learn to acquire knowledge on how your money can make money for you, because savings alone is not enough to make you wealthy or to get you to riches. Which eases nicely into the next money myth, which is you need to learn a lot to even begin to invest. That is not true. You don't have to read 20 investment books. You don't have to take 5 investment courses. You don't have to watch 2,000 that's an exaggeration, but you don't need to learn so much to even begin your journey on investing. Of course, you're supposed to do some research, acquire some knowledge, but you cannot acquire every single thing. You can't wait to acquire every single thing before you start investing. That is time that you are losing. There's some basic principles of investing that you can get right away. If you need any help on getting started, I have a video I'm going to link up here. I'm going to leave a link in the description box that you can go to get the basics of investing. I also did a video where I was talking about what kind of returns you can get or you can expect to get with a certain amount of money based on what you invest in. So that is, basic information, basic knowledge that will help you get started. So the belief that you need to learn a lot before you can start investing is totally false, and you're wasting a lot of time and a lot of money if you believe that. The next big money lie that you've probably heard over and over again is live within your means. No, live below your means. You have to be okay. So I feel like somebody's outside my window and it is currently almost 2 a.m. so I'm a bit freaked out, but Jesus is my strength. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. If you have the intention of making more money, growing your money and getting wealthy, you cannot afford to live within your means. Living within your means means that if you make a certain amount in, say, a month, you're going to live in such a way that the amount you make is enough, is exactly enough for the month. The smart thing to do is to make sure that you have a good amount of change based on whatever amount you make for that month, so that that money can go into savings, investing, and make money for you so that you can acquire wealth long term. So the idea or the belief to live within your means is something that you should take out of your brain and learn to live below your means. Then the next money belief is I am too young, I have a lot of time to invest, I have a lot of time to start a retirement fund, etc, etc. No, you're not. Even if you're a 16-year-old watching this video, you are not too young to get started on investing, right? You have to remember that there's something called compound interest. So if someone who is, say, 25 years old begins to put $1,000 aside every year, the money they would make at 60 would be higher than someone who is 40 years old and begins to put that amount in investment until they're 60. So if you're young, that is even the best time to get started on investing. It's the best time to start a retirement fund, because for the most part you are alone, you do not have a family, you don't have a lot of mouths to feed, as opposed to when you're like 40 and you have like 3 or 4 kids and you have a lot more mouths to feed. and a lot more responsibilities. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, I have a whole series that I'm calling Let's Talk About Money, where I talk about savings, budgeting, investing, side hustles, and all those things. I'm going to link the playlist in the description box and also up here, so you can check it out, learn a thing or two, get started on your journey to financial freedom, and you can thank yourself and maybe me a little later in the future. If you watched the video up until this point, you want to smash that like button, give the video a thumbs up. If you watch up until this point, you probably have learned a thing or two, or you generally enjoyed the video. Give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube can show the video to other people that may need this information. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you want to consider subscribing if you watched the video and learned a thing or two, and also don't want to miss future videos on money from myself. So smash that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know a money lie or a money myth that I left out in this video, and let's talk about it in the comment section. Maybe I can learn a thing or two from you, and someone else can also discover a lie that may have been limiting them for a long time. So leave any money myths or money lies that I left out of this video in the comment section, and you can check out one of these videos from myself as well, and I will see you over in one of these videos.